How to target your ideal audience with Facebook ads in 2024. Today I'll share how exactly Facebook is doing the targeting nowadays. This is based on my spend over $100 million Facebook ads for my clients and internal brands. We all know that until a few years ago, whoever was able to find those niche interests had the best results. I even had a cheat sheet with all the possible and available interest in the ads manager that you could not find, but things have changed. Nowadays, it's the creative that's doing the targeting. So what does that exactly mean and how you can leverage that? Depending on who you call out in creative and what kind of creators you have in the ad, that ad would get served to similar people. For example, if you have an old user in the ad, it would most likely get served to the boomers. One great example is when I was selling shoes for people who like traveling. One of our best hook was when we asked in the hook, planning traveling abroad. Automatically people who were thinking about traveling abroad would be more inclined to watch the rest of the video because that question in the hook did the instant qualification. People who weren't interested in traveling would not watch the rest of the video, while people who were saying they would watch the video. That way, not only users were more interested in watch the video, Facebook was actually learning who to target, and he was going after people who are more interested in traveling, even though without us putting the interest targeting of frequent travelers in the ads manager. That's why I'm still doing all of my testing with a broad audience and making sure that my audience in the ad resembles my target audience. That's the most crucial part, and that's what it means creative is doing the targeting. But there's still plenty of ad accounts I'm scaling using interests, not just general interests similar to the product, but actually secondary interest targeting. Here's what it is. For every client, we do a massive customer review mining to understand why people are buying the product. But besides that, we want to find out who are people that are buying the product. So we call them out in our ads so they feel more, understand, and the ad resonates more with them. Here are some of the examples. For one coffee replacement supplement brand, we realized that most people buying the product were teachers or office workers that were working in their afternoon shifts. So our messaging on the ads was avoid afternoon slump in your afternoon shift, be more productive at your meetings, be more productive at your afternoon shift, while we target the interest tag of those job titles. As I mentioned, this served as a scaling, not as a testing. Another example. For that example that I already mentioned, shoe brand, we noticed that most people were buying products for travelers. So we were targeting frequent travelers while saying going traveling abroad or need perfect travel shoes. Third example was in home improvement niche, where we noticed that mostly people resonated with one angle around pets. So instead of talking about features of the product and the design and the pattern, we switched our messaging towards the pet owners while we targeted pet owners' interest. Again, I'm highlighting this is only done in the scaling phase. In the fourth example, for a football equipment product, our post-purchase survey, we realized that it wasn't the football players who were buying the product. It was parents and grandparents who were buying the product for their kids. So we completely switched our messaging from talking to football players and how they can improve their skills to talking to parents and grandparents mentioning how their kids could improve their football skills and become professional football players. Once you see a traction like that with one of the angles in the ads, you should implement these changes in your website because that has a tremendous impact on the performance of the ad because the ad and the landing page have congruency. So when we implement those changes, we immediately saw in the breakdown data that our ads were delivered to the older audience for that football brand. Our conversion rate skyrocketed, so that was a win-win, and it wasn't done with the technical stuff in the ad account. It was done with the review mining and post-purchase survey. I again want to clarify that I'm still doing our testing and most of the scaling with the broad audience, but with the interest audiences, I can squeeze some extra revenue, especially when I know the audience that's gonna resonate with the ads. And I do that when I have a couple of winning ads from the same angle. I group them together and I amplify them with an interest tag. It squeezes a lot more because it resonates with the audience more, and I already know those are proven ads. I hope this explanation was helpful to you guys to understanding how actually creative impacts the delivery of the ad. In case you're an ecom brand spending at least $50K a month on Facebook ads and want me to scale your ad account, apply for the audit below. If not, then just like and subscribe for more useful content like this.